Hasta la vista, baby.
In. Okay, and we are live. Okay, Lily left and now she's coming back. Anyway, are we good to go? Hi everyone who's just joined us. We're good to go?
Yeah.
Oh, we're good to go.
Yeah.
Selamat Hari Raya. It's the second day of Raya, Idul Fitri. Under these circumstances, the CMCO, I think Muslims all around the world, whether they're facing a lockdown, a circuit breaker, or like us here in Malaysia, we're having the MCO. It's a little bit different, as I mentioned yesterday. And although it's the second day of the Raya, I'm quite certain it was only the first day, right, that the Prime Minister gave a leeway for everyone to go and visit their family and friends with maximum of 20 people, if I'm not mistaken. So today, hopefully everyone's complying to the rules, that it's back to square one, because at the end of the day, we want to flatten the curve. We're doing so well. The frontliners are doing so well, and we want to make sure that we contain the COVID-19 situation. Right now, as of now, the CMCO is supposed to be effective until June 9th, which is basically the 2 weeks holiday of our kids. So once again, Selamat Hari Raya to you who have joined us. Yesterday was a very emotional show as I introduced our newborn son. A lot of well wishes, so terima kasih. Thank you so much. I know a lot of people commenting and saying congratulations. Why did I keep my pregnancy a secret? Again, I sort of shared with you guys during my live show, but I will come up with a proper vlog after that. And we were wondering what we're going to be talking about today. So initially I thought Raya, second day of Raya, let's talk about the different assumptions of how Raya is celebrated in different places. Because Azmi was saying like, kamu tidak pakai baju Melayu? Kamu tidak pakai baju Raya kalau sana? You know, I've got Muslim relatives. But my Muslim relatives are not necessarily Malay. They're Kadazan. So why would they want to wear baju Melayu? But then, although now, most of them will. So it's different Raya celebrations, and even more different now with the MCO. So I will be speaking to 3 guests with regards to their Raya celebrations, and a little bit with a bit of a twist, because ada orang Malaya pergi sana Sabah, ada orang Borneo pergi sini KL tapi kahwin dengan orang Sungai Buloh macam tu, and we've got of course someone who has family here already. And the most important thing is, I think one thing that I wanted to really talk about, because we had this discussion last night, is about mau potong tu tontoloba. And I keep telling him, I said, bukan potong tu tontolo, you're not cutting off your dick or your penis.
That's it for the boy.
You are just cutting the foreskin of the penis. Let's go scientific,
That's
okay?
it.
So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce our
before
guest.
that,
Yes.
Wow, you're very green.
Okay, he wants me to acknowledge the lighting. Because kan, yeah, he does a lot of effort, okay? My producer stroke husband stroke manager. So there's a green light at the back. It's not like there's aliens invading our studio. And there's also a red light here. So apparently it's supposed to be because of Idul Fitri mood. We didn't have time to do lighting that day. No time to do ketupat all. So green is for Raya, red because of Liverpool. I don't know how that suddenly came in, but he asked me to acknowledge that. It's not in the script, but yeah, he told me. So again, happy?
Yes.
So again, we'd like to introduce our guests for today. We've got Dr. Yong Junina, who is our Paediatrician from Klinik, Pakar, Kanak-Kanak Junina. She's on holiday right now. She's also a lecturer at PPUKM, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if she's still there. But then, yes, she's no more. Okay. Anyway, she's just like, no, she's not there anymore. But we're going to find out a little bit more about her thoughts, her views, and what she's been doing for Raya. We've got my friend, my ex-producer for Bella, Shah, who's the editor of Parenthood Magazine. She's got 2 boys. So this is going to be interesting to find out if she's got her kids' foreskin removed. There, that sounds more. He's like, ugh. And last but not least, we've got Bellina Rosli, who was an event planner. We met during our Selepet's Malam Amal last year. This year, we couldn't have that Malam Amal because due to the MCO, and now she resides in Sabah with her family because her husband has been transferred there. She has 3 children. So welcome to the show, guys, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
At the
having us.
11th hour. How is everybody feeling? Sebelum tu, selamat Hari Raya, maaf Zahir dan Batin.
Selamat Hari Raya.
Everyone can hear each other, yeah?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna start off with the formal bits first. What is that?
I was shocked with your news.
You were shocked with the news. I think a lot of people were shocked with the news. No, I think it was to cut the long story short, for those of you who are a little bit confused, basically I was pregnant. I've been pregnant all this while, and I delivered a baby boy on Thursday, but we only made the announcement yesterday during our live show. So he's sleeping right now. I was gonna bring him in, but then he's sleeping, so I know my breasts are already tingling, so anytime soon he's gonna need me. But for starters, again, we're introducing our guests, and I'm just gonna go through the formalities of it. I mean, how was Raya this year? Lily, I know you are half Sarawakian, right? Are you half Sarawakian?
Yep.
So you've got family in Sarawak. So you do balik kampung also. You've got family here, but your husband resides in, or your husband's side is in Sungai Buloh in KL lah, basically. How has Raya been this year? Were there plans to go back initially to Sarawak, or what was it?
Yeah, so basically, usually every year I would go back to Sarawak anyway, even though it's like a hubby side or my side. It's either I'll be in Kuching on the first day, or by the second day I'm already in Kuching. So definitely because my parents are in Sarawak.
Okay.
Definitely it's either always my mom comes down to KL or I will go to Sarawak. So definitely there were plans to go back to Kuching, but yalah, with the CMCO and all, tak boleh lah.
Did you buy your ticket?
No.
Thank God.
Sempat. I mean, lucky yet lah.
Okay. So what did you do yesterday? Did you go and visit your in-laws, or did you guys still stay at home? What did you guys do?
Actually, we just had like a small just makan-makan at my house, but then in the afternoon I went to see my grandmother because my mom's side is still here in KL, so we do have family here.
Oh, okay. So sempat lah berjumpa sikit lah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Alright, so for those of you, I see some comments over my IG Live. If you're watching this over my IG Live, because it is in portrait mode, do head over to my YouTube or Facebook. Then you can see the full version of all 3 guests. It's Daphne Iking for YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook, okay? So for those of you who are watching this over my IG Live. Okay, moving on to Belle. You and your family just moved to my hometown in Kota Kinabalu, Likas to be more precise.
That's right.
And you've moved there for a few months already. Macam mana jadi orang Sabah? Okay kah?
Oh, I love Sabah. I love it so much. The people here is amazing. I think if people tanya, what is one Malaysia? I said you come to Sabah or you come to Borneo. And
Betul
I'm
tu.
enjoying it so much. My children are loving it as well. So yeah, I've been loving it so much.
Just like what I asked Lily, you normally spend your Raya in KL or in Keramat, to be more precise. Did you have plans to go back, or you memang intended to just stay on? Oh, you did too. Did you buy your tickets?
We were supposed to go back, like maybe a few days before Raya, but we have not bought our tickets yet. So that's also a blessing in disguise.
Right.
But Raya in KL or with our family has always been the plan. And then it's like always for us, every year we will be in Keramat and Kota Damansara. It's all within KL vicinity. Right. And then after that, second or third day Raya, then only we'll balik kampung like Muar, Melaka and things like that. But it has always been with family around in KL. I know some families do go like travel during Raya and everything, but for us, it has always been a family gathering reunion time.
Right. So how does it feel? Because right now you're not with family.
No,
you're
not at
away
all.
from something that's very familiar. Although you love Sabah, you love my hometown, but it's still, something very different from what you're used to.
Yes, very different. But I think despite it all, we have technology to be thankful of. We get to video call our families. And also, I think we feel blessed that regardless, we are still here together as this one small family that we have here. So we're still thankful. But yeah, by the time it was 10 o'clock, we were like, oh, Raya is done.
Is it different, Raya? I mean, of course, under the circumstances with MCO and everything, of course it's different. But like getting the ingredients, cara orang Sabah celebrate pun different kan? Is it different?
Yeah, I don't know. Because I have no one to refer to.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's all basically based on asking friends, parents from school. So they did help a lot. And then, well, Sabahan people have this way of just getting things going. So I got all my lengkuas, my daun kunyit, everything all complete.
Oh, dapat juga. Okay lah.
Dapat lemang semua dapat. So okay lah, happy
Okay lah.
I still cook a lot though. Gave
You
some
still-
neighbors.
Oh, good for you. Bless you. So you try and make the best out of your situation lah.
Yeah, because masak rendang is like in a way once a year kind of thing. So no point of.
I think I'm the only household who does not have rendang. I get rendang sent to me. I'm so useless. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. You married a Kadazan girl who
No
just...
need lah. So difficult to make. What for?
Thanks, Belle. And last but
No
not least,
problem.
Doctor, how are you? Ya Allah,
I
I'm
am
so
good,
lucky that I got you. Even though you're having a walk in the park, I can see there. Siapa yang pilih background ni? Mesti suami.
I lah pilih.
Oh, you yang pilih? So how's things? I know your kids are very much grown up lah. You know, so and you've got your dad here, you've got your sister, your brother.
I've
So-
got my in-laws and my father here.
Oh, your in-laws and
Yeah, 2 out of my 3 kids are not here.
Oh,
I only have 1 kid at home.
so only Arif.
Only Arif is at home.
Oh, only Arif. Okay lah. Arif is your baby kan?
Yeah, the baby elephant, yeah.
So what did you do for Raya? What did you do for your first day?
As usual, what we've been doing since 1990, 1991, we have breakfast with my dad. And then lunch with my mom-in-law.
Okay.
And then that's done. That's Raya, done.
Oh, that's it. Very simple. It's very basic and everything lah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
that mean
we stay until the afternoon at my mom-in-law's house and then we come home.
okay.
And that's it.
Oh, because yeah lah, the first day you're allowed to have the visitors and everything. Did you guys like practice your social distancing? Was it difficult? You know, or because you know?
It was definitely difficult, especially with the kids.
Oh yeah, because you can't
So
really
the
like tell the
are,
kids like
running
don't go
around
near.
and stuff, kan? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's only Arif for me, and there was, you know, at my dad's house, there's only my siblings, my dad, Arif, and my husband. That's all.
Does it feel like a sad Raya for you ladies, or it just feels like because you got that the 2 months to get used to the whole MCO condition, it's sort of a okay, yeah, whatever. Or do you really feel the impact of like Allah Raya ni tak best ah? What do you think?
You know what, Daphne?
Yeah.
I noticed like a lot of people on the first day of Raya semua tiba-tiba tak pakai mask. It's like is this COVID cuti macam tu.
Dia tak berkemas? What do you mean? Oh, tak
Tak
mas.
pakai mask.
Oh. Yeah, because we were at
A
home.
lot of
so.
people on the road. Yeah, so a lot of people on the road, a lot of people that were going out and stuff. A lot of people were not wearing masks. So I'm like, COVID cuti ke hari ni?
But if we
then
don't...
should I say orang Sabah semua dan very disciplined lah dan.
Ah, that's why.
Keluar tengok semua mask ada.
Semua pakai mask.
Bagus.
But doctor,
not many
yeah,
people outside also.
but that's just it. They say that actually the mask is more for those who are sick. It's just something that we should just jaga diri lah. But it's not as if like if we're sick we should. I mean, like what is it actually? What is the
mask-
truth behind it?
The mask is to stop droplets from being transmitted from the sick person to the well person.
Okay,
Like you're sick,
so
you
if
should not
I'm
be
well, I know I'm negative on my COVID-19. It's okay for me not to wear a mask. Macam mana?
Okay, the problem is you don't know how responsible the other people around you are.
Ah,
What
so
if
as Lily was
somebody
saying, we
is
should still be
awful?
wearing a mask lah.
We should take precautions. By right, of course, the sick person should not be out. They should not need a mask either. somebody
Betul.
is talking, but we can't rule what other people do. We can't determine what they do, kan?
I'm so glad that to hear from Belle that Sabahans are complying.
Yeah, not
Or-
bad. I'm very happy to see that, and ever since this PKPB, I have that keyakinan lah, at least to bring my kids in the car, just drive around. Because I see that it's been well taken care of. I don't know, maybe the parts or areas that I went, semua orang yang bagus-bagus. I don't know. But so far, I'm happy.
All right, so now I'm going to be asking you ladies as well as the professional advice, because I've been having this little debate and discussion with my husband. Discussion, tak marah-marah. Discussion. We had the same discussion last time when Isidore was born. And he said that, no, they should go through the passage of rites. We should do it. We should putong his tontolo. Sorry to sound crude. But kita putong to tontolo bila dia 7 tahun, because he has to feel it. He has to feel like a man. And I'm like, why? Why torture the poor kid? So some people say that we should do it basa newborn, when they're still young. Eventually, he listened to his wife lah. So we were like just cutting it close. If I'm not mistaken, Dr. Yong was the one who recommended Dr. Raza in Damansara specialist, and we were just in time to do it before he turned 4 months or 3 months. I tak ingat, but just in time. So now we're back with another boy, another surprise, and we're also debating how is it right, is it wrong? Your views, Lily. You've got 2 boys, 2 young boys. Have you done circumcision on them yet? And if not, why?
Okay, I haven't actually. The real reason is actually because we missed the window. So like you said, during the newborn period, we did plan to circumcise them when they were like newborn, or before they start crawling, kan? So actually, missed the window, obviously because of work and blah blah blah. Life goes on.
Yeah.
But now that he's like 4, he's super active, running around and stuff. So we have to just wait lah until they.
You missed the window for both boys. I can understand the first one, Lily, and you're the editor of Parenthood Magazine.
Hey, work, a lot of things, okay?
A lot of editing,
A lot of editing,
Oh, okay. Well, so you have to go with the next step lah, which is, how old is it, doctor? 9.
Kalau government hospitals, they don't do below 9 because they want the child to be mature enough to stay still.
Oh.
And understand, you see.
Understand
so you
what?
can just do it with local. Because otherwise the child will be freaking out at the thought of somebody doing something to his privates, right? So, and below 9, chances are you need to use general anesthesia. So, leceh lah kan.
Faham. I'm going to get the medical point of view in just a bit so that my husband can listen to our discussion. Belle, how about you?
Okay, listen. No, doctor, doctor, I remember when we came to you with Isidore, and you were telling me about your son. Your son memang menyumpah. I remember that story. Your son menyumpah. I said, why you went too late for me? Right, that's what happened to him.
Yes, the younger boy.
Yes.
The younger boy, because I did his late as well, because I did the elder one late, because I forgot, okay?
Oh my God, you dengan Lily. Dah lah, doctor. Astaghfirullahalazim.
No. We agreed that we were not going to do it during infancy. My husband wasn't agreeable. So we were going to do it when he was older. And then I was caught up with work. And the next thing I knew, dia dah ambil UPSR.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Kalau UPSR berapa umur? 12 ah? How old are you when you UPSR? Tak ingat dah. 12.
That's
Dia
crazy.
was supposed to take UPSR, so we did it after
That's
his
just crazy.
UPSR.
So Arif marah lah.
That's crazy.
No, that was for the older boy.
Oh, the other one, Amirul.
Because he hadn't been circumcised, we said, okay lah, we don't circumcise the younger one in infancy sebab abang pun belum circumcised. And then I forgot again lah.
Oh my God.
Okay lah, Lily, don't feel bad. We've got a professional medical person here saying it live out. I mean, yeah, she shared it with us during our visit, and that's the reason why I convinced him to do it. Belle, how about you, Belle? Your anak? Please don't tell me you missed the window also.
No, my son got circumcised when he was 7 days old.
7 days old. Oh, thank God,
7
someone's with
days
me.
Old. Yeah, 7 days
Crazy.
old.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Why? How did you
That's too much.
decide on that?
Okay, first of all, I myself personally, I have this fear of injections and then
Who
all the
doesn't?
cuts and everything. Exactly, who doesn't? So why put my son through it? You know, why put him through that agony? To me lah, that's what I felt. And then I've been to clinics before where during cuti sekolah, where I can hear kids from inside the room like, "Bapa, jangan buat macam ini, Bapa," you know, getting circumcised in the doctor's room. So I do not want my son to go through that. So, and my younger brother, when my mom had him, my mom did the same thing for him as well when he was a baby. So that's why we decided to do the same for my son. So 7 days old, circumcised, and it was easy peasy. He barely cried and it was simple. Nak jaga
He's 5 years
so
old, you
senang.
know. Leland is now 5, so we can do it before he turns 1 week. Doctor, from a professional point of view, I mean, when is the best time? I mean, okay, your son said, "Mom, why didn't you do it during earlier and everything?" But really, now that you,
No, I have always been in favor of doing it during infancy.
okay,
The younger, the better, because you see, there's less pain, there's less trauma,
okay.
they heal faster, they don't know any better.
I have a question.
There, Lily has a question.
Some people cakap kan kalau too early nanti the skin nanti akan ada lagi bila bila dah
Macam dia tergrow balik, dia terlekat.
So is that true, doctor?
That's why you choose a good pediatric surgeon.
Right.
And that's also why you have to do it with a surgeon so that tak ada mishaps. Because
Don't go to GH all this lah. University Hospital hancur lah.
Universal Hospital actually good lah. They're good tau actually.
I thought go private.
Okay, Doctor, Victoria Marilyn asks, any modern method to sunat? I guess sunat is the circumcision lah kan?
Yes.
What is the modern method to sunat? I guess Belle and Isidore punya, I mean my anak with Belle sama lah. What is the method?
I mean, there's
Laser.
two ways. Some gonna clamp, but there are pros and cons to using the clamp. Some use the knife, but then an electric knife like what my children went through. So there's no bleeding. With
Okay.
absorbable sutures, so there's no stitching to be removed. You know, everything just heals within a few days. You don't have to go back to remove the sutures. You don't have a bandage that you have to remove and all the pain that comes with it. So that's modern too, because it's not the traditional way where you kat rumah dengan batang pisang.
My son had the cap on it.
There's a
So
clamp.
cap.
It's like a cap.
Uh-huh.
Like macam a dome, small little
Yes.
cap on top of it. And then eventually it just dries off and it just
Yes.
falls off.
There's a clamp. There's a clamp in your method.
Okay.
What did we do for Isidore? Can you remember? Was his laser? I'm trying to find that video, but I can't find it. Huh?
Kalau Razak is an electric knife.
Electric
The fire
knife.
laser. Yeah. So he cuts off the skin, but because it's an electric knife, it burns the blood vessel, so you don't get bleeding at all, and you don't bandage. After a few days, habis.
Yeah.
He's back
Okay.
to normal.
Okay, ladies, listen to me. You listen to me first, okay?
Yeah.
No, you see, this is my problem with circumcision. I'm a guy and I've had my dick, okay? So, I think I went through the old school way of is the rites de passage. That means you have to feel it at a later age at 8, 9, 10 years old like that, because your father always said, no, you got to do it at that time because you got to feel the pain and all that. And I think that's bullshit. But then I want to do that also to my kids now because they also have to go through what we went through. So it's a vicious cycle.
You're mean.
Itu macam balas dendam.
That's why.
Kan?
That's why circumcision to me is a cultural thing. It's to me. I mean, I don't want talk about religion and all that because we all know it came from Africa or India. The Muslim would say, Arab would do it and all that. But to me, it's a cultural thing, and actually, if I had my way, I wouldn't do it to any children, to any guy, and all that lah. But I understand also the scientific, which is actually is cleaner. Circumcision is cleaner, right? Well, to me, if you want to keep your thing clean, just clean it every day. You put it in a dirty hole also, it'll still be dirty. Hello.
He woke up already. Okay,
Someone's coming to the
He's gonna keep talking. I'm gonna pick up Ilon. He's
Okay.
crying.
But then also, you see, that's why. So people say because circumcision because it's clean. That's why you go for circumcise for for hygienic purposes and all that. But then, yeah, for me to keep it clean, myself you just keep it clean.
I think when you say it's culture, it's more of the ceremony kot, yang more culture kot.
No, it's culture from years and years before that because all men have to go through this, especially you're Muslim and all that. That's the only reason I can think of. And then they always try to give you a scientific reason because clean. To me, to keep it clean, even uncircumcised, so you can keep it clean, right?
Actually, scientists have shown that it reduces transmission of sexually transmitted diseases.
Okay.
That's one
Continue.
of the studies lah. Hi, baby.
Hi, sorry, I have to bring him in. Dia nak minta susu.
And then I just want to add another thing is, but then again also, if I don't do it to my sons, alright, and when they grow bigger, they meet a nice girl, a nice Malay Muslim girl, and they say, kau tak potong? And then there's a deal breaker, and I don't want that to happen. They start, come back to me. See, Dad, why didn't you have me circumcised? So now I can never get married. So
What? What nonsense is that?
yeah, so that's why I want to make sure that
I'm so sorry, guys. This was part of the script, but we have to keep it real. We have to keep it real. You know what I mean?
So all my kids have to go through this process where to be honest, on a personal level, I don't believe in it.
Okay, someone asked the doctor from Farah, what about girls' circumcision? Sama with the boys juga ke? Girls have to do circumcision ke?
I am not in favor. I do not support female circumcision.
What do you even cut? Okay, what barang?
Based on what my understanding, what they do is they scrape a bit on the hood of the clitoris. But I have looked through articles and postings and whatnot. I've not found anything to support the benefits of doing it.
Right.
In Africa and Middle East, there's such thing called female genital
Oh, yes.
mutilation, which has been outlawed in most countries.
So
Here
it's not wajib lah, even in Islam. Because why are they doing it? That's a cultural.
But that's my understanding, but I'm not an Islamic scholar, so I would rather not comment on that.
Right.
But I don't support it, neither do I propagate it.
But in Islam, we have to lah. In Islam, I'm not female circumcision, but for boys. Boys, yes.
That's what I understand.
Okay.
Again, not very good knowledge.
Okay, faham.
That's what I've been taught.
All right. Okay. So it's not absolutely necessary lah. I mean, if
For what? For men?
to circumcision, regardless if it's religion. Oh, it's wajib for
Wajib in
religion.
Islam. That's what I've been taught. Yes.
That's what Muslims, Muslim families, parents have been taught lah. But let's say if you don't do it, it's okay lah.
I don't know.
Or because you guys wouldn't because like my brothers, if I'm not mistaken, they're not, right? Boboy. Yeah, Boboy
A
and
lot of families do it, whether or not they're Muslims, for the hygiene reason.
recently, yes,
Some we
non-Muslims,
have to do it for medical reason, like if the child has phimosis, then we have to do it.
Okay.
If the child has a medical condition like hypospadias, we use the foreskin.
What's that?
On start. That's when the opening of the urethra is at the bottom rather than at the tip.
Oh,
So the reconstruction uses the foreskin. If it's
Okay.
hypospadias and the opening is narrow, then again it is done. If the child has repeated urinary tract infections also, then they are recommended to have circumcision. So this goes beyond religion. This is medical reasons.
and someone asked, is there a pantang after circumcision? Is there any pantang, whether it's a newborn or much later age? Is there what they can or cannot eat and what they can or cannot do?
Medically, no, but keep it clean to prevent infection. So the surgeon who does it will advise accordingly. I think through Isidore that he will say just keep it clean. So Isidore was still a
That's
baby,
just it, because he didn't want to touch the boy's nappies. I think that was just an excuse because he said kesian. So for one or 2 weeks he refused to clean the boy. Belle, how about you? I mean, did your husband change the diapers of the newborn after, or it was all left to you?
My husband was very hands-on with all of my kids.
Oh, bless
and then,
you.
But particularly for my son, when we brought him back from the hospital and he was already circumcised. So the doctor actually told us to just treat it like normal, like you don't have to do anything. They gave us an ointment just to put around it, just in case, but it's just an eye ointment or something like that. So it's nothing.
Oh yeah, it was an eye ointment. Well
harsh.
done, you're
Yeah.
misery.
Fusitalmic eye ointment, I think.
There
It's
you
easier
go.
to put because of the tube.
Doctor.
So we did that, but then it was off within 2 or 3 days. So it just passed and it's done. So I don't have to go through like I said, the agony of sending my son through that torture or that anxiousness,
Lily looks like, oh man, I missed the window.
I understand. No, actually, definitely, if I were you, I would definitely circumcise as early as possible. Because I really don't want to go through nanti bila diorang dah besar kan. Jalan kangkang dengan the sarung and all kan.
But
My
nowadays,
sons
I'm
did it when
seeing
they were 11. They were fine. The elder one, because he was Razak, so no bandages, nothing.
Okay.
The elder one played badminton at day 3.
What? Tapi your anak is extraordinary lah, okay? They got like extraordinary parents.
How long
because
does it to heal,
Yeah?
How long does it take to heal?
Because
Like,
of the way he did it, because it's self-absorbable sutures and all, his advice was just jangan basahkan for the first 3 days. The 3rd day, just wash it.
Then how
And
kalau
then-
kencing?
Just dab it. Dab it with water lah, wet tissue or something, because you should not be smearing it all over sebab dah besar kan. So, I remember buat Jumaat pagi, Ahad dia main badminton.
Oh.
Wow, memang
But
champion
then
lah anak you.
Lily, nowadays I'm seeing parents.
Older?
But Lily, nowadays I'm seeing parents are just taking their kids to the hospital, going under GA and get it over and done with. So the anxiety dah tak ada.
I've been to a few clinics. Well, my
Right.
husband lah, he's been to a few clinics, and then he's like, oh yeah, anytime you can just bring them here, and then we'll just cut it and then get it done with. But I tak tahu at what age should I bring him. Like, should I wait for him to be more disciplined when he's older, able to sit still? Because now he's like, I want to do whatever I want, I'm active and whatnot. So I tak tahu nak tunggu a bit older or should I do it now or menunggu?
Doctor, what do you think? Because in her case, she missed but the children are about
How old are they
15 months and 3, right?
Yeah, so my older one is 4 in November, and then my second one is about 15 months.
It's gonna be a challenge nak jaga dia orang.
Yeah, it'll be challenge.
Oh really Doc?
Sebab dia tak faham. They're still not old enough to understand. You see?
True. So I guess now I have to wait lah bila diorang besar sikit.
And then you're like me, forget, and then the next thing you know.
And then kena marah lepas tu. Okay, I don't know who can answer this question. Sophia Hong asks, I heard some men say, maybe the only man who can actually answer this. But then again, you had yours when you were young. I heard some men say circumcision decreases the sensitivity of men pleasure. Is that true?
No, the answer is very simple.
Aiyo.
The answer is very simple. Because I've never had sex when I was 8 years old, when it
That's
was
true.
uncircumcised. So how do I know?
That's true.
All I know is, look at now, I got 6 anak. That means very pleasurable.
Ya Allah, ya Rabbi. I'm just gonna... Apparently, I get pregnant just by touching his underwear. Because everyone's like, how? How did this happen? I said, oh, I touched his underwear. What else? Okay, Victoria says, I'm not Muslim, but I do it for my boys. Yeah, you're right lah. Betul lah. Doctor kata, now a lot of people are choosing that option because I think it's more hygienic. I personally feel that I think it should because I've seen my brother's thingy and now I've seen my husband's thingy. It's much more nicer to look at lah. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Someone said pantang seafood and don't eat kicap. What is this thing with kicap, doctor?
No idea.
Like kalau ada chicken pox, measles, jangan makan kicap, nanti jadi hitam. Betul ke?
Parut jadi hitam, they say.
Oh, parut. Betul lah.
No, my daughter makan ayam masak kicap, okay je. No parut.
So there, the doctor has said it. There's no such thing as using
I
the...
was told jangan makan ayam, jangan makan kicap pasal chicken pox. My daughter had chicken pox and had ayam masak kicap.
So there, it's nothing.
Okay je.
Okay je. I know.
But
I remember.
about all this pantang-pantang, right? To me, ask a doctor. So
Betul.
if a doctor doesn't say, even for you, definitely you just had a baby, I'm sure people say, okay, you got to pantang. I'm not sure what your gynae told you, but my gynae said you can have whatever you want as long as in moderation.
Oh my God, I've got a friend here, Farah. I don't know if you're willing to ask this, but Farah is Muslim, so her husband converted. When you convert as an adult, do you have to cut ka? You have to circumcise ka when you masuk Islam? How?
Don't know.
I'm gonna ask Farah this. So Farah, if you can reply, I know you or you can just DM me if it's embarrassing. I just want to know because I asked a question about. I heard some men say circumcision decreases the sensitivity. Cuba kau tanya kau punya laki, betul ka tidak? I mean, I don't know if he went through the whole thing. Yeah, Farah, please. I want to know the answer.
Let's put it this way.
What is that?
No, you're already old. Come on. Your dick is all that's left. Don't play with it, man. You're 40, 45. Why you want to cut it? Don't. Just use what's left of it with the rest of your life. Don't cut it. I know my friend of my father also at 45 the Zaz. I don't know why he had to... At 45 to cut the thing.
Because he wanted to marry the girl.
So what? Just marry her.
But that was part of the agreement lah to chop.
Hey, no. Sorry, I will never do that.
I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm trying to see if there's any more questions for anyone here. Otherwise, I know all of you are busy. Yep, no more questions. Anyone's gonna answer from my Instagram? Any final words, ladies? I mean, if it has to do with circumcision, or babies, or Raya, or the MCO and how you're coping. Let's start off with Doctor.
You caught me unaware there.
Yeah, so final words either on circumcision,
I
celebrating
think the best
Raya and the
thing-
MCO, keeping safe.
Okay, I think the best thing to do with circumcision is to discuss with the spouse and to discuss with the pediatrician and to see which one is the best course of action. There's no right or wrong whether you want to do it early or later. The only thing is there are certain medical conditions that warrant it being done early. There are some
Like what?
hypospadias, as I mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Like fibrosis or recurrent UTIs, you have to do it early. If
Okay.
your child has hypospadias where the urethra doesn't come to the tip, you can't circumcise early. Your surgeon will plan everything for you. See what the repair needs to be done. So you can't go and just circumcise the child.
Okay, another question is, can we do it at a hospital, like a government hospital? Boleh? Because it's cheaper,
After 9
right?
years of age.
Oh, after 9. So if we want infancy, they kena private.
If the child has a medical condition. If your child has a medical condition that warrants circumcision, they will do it under GA for you.
Because private is not cheap also tau. Dia
No, it's
boleh.
not.
It's not cheap. That's one concern lah.
And that's without GA. Kalau with GA, you add to the cost. Whatever you paid for Isidore is without GA.
Damn.
Dia tak bawa pergi OT kan? Isidore was done in his consultation
Yeah,
room.
in his
right?
consultation
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, man. I mean, he had this major. It was so funny, man. So we met up with Dr. Razak kan?
Dr. Razak.
So talking. Okay, let's do it now. Okay, let's go. Where are you going to the OT? No, here. So he just like turns on. That's my OT. It's crazy, man. Demi OT dalam bilik dia.
And kalau tak silap, it was a few hundreds.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
that's
what does
interesting to know.
warrant a GA or non-GA for circumcision? Is it age?
It's if the child can stay still or not. Because when you notice Isidore stayed very still because he was very young. But Dr.
Yeah.
Razak mentioned to you that beyond a certain age, it would not have been possible because the child would be rolling over, screaming,
Oh, I see.
kicking. Yeah, then you need to keep him still and that's when you need to use GA.
Right. Okay.
Tapi kalau dah ada trauma, kalau kena buat juga, then you do it under GA lah. But if like the child doesn't need it then you can just wait until he's older and explain. Like my kids, we did it when they were 11, so there was no GA required.
You're so cute lah, doctor. That's why I love you lah. Belle, any last words before I let you off to to release your kids who you locked outside?
In terms of circumcision, whatever I shared is my personal opinion. I think I agree with the doctor. Nothing wrong. There's no right or wrong. It's just me personally. I myself takut, so I don't want my kids to go through it as well, and maybe I don't want to see it. That kind of thing. So let it be done when it's still small. So get it over and done with. And then in terms of Raya, I think I just like to wish everybody here Selamat Hari Raya.
Selamat Hari Raya.
Dan batin. It's not that I get to have a chat this long after so long in MCO, so this is nice. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Belle. Thank you for joining us. And last but not least, Lily, I know you're in your car. The house is too noisy. That's why you've made a makeshift studio at your car.
Yes. So basically for me, if I had to do it over again, I would definitely do it earlier when they were still a baby. But yalah, dah miss dua-dua pun dah miss kan. So what to do? I'll just wait until they're a bit older. But yeah, I just want to say Selamat Hari Raya to everyone, and maaf zahir and batin. Everyone please stay home, stay safe, and the virus is still around, so yeah, just be careful, take care.
Thank you so much. Just very quickly before I let you guys go, Farah has replied back. So Farah's husband, which is a friend of ours,
I want to know.
said he did the procedure when they got engaged, and yes, so men out there, confirm after you've removed the foreskin of your penis, the sensitivity is heightened, hence sexual pleasure is more intense. So there you have it. We've got the answer from someone that I actually personally know, who has 3 very strong boys. That's all I can say, yeah? Thank you for sharing that piece of news, Farah. And thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Belle. Thank you, Lily. I'll leave you to your Raya second day. Thank you so much for joining me at the 11th hour. In the meantime, we're still going to continue our live. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
And yes, we're going to answer some of the questions that we have pertaining to Ilon, Daniel, Iking, Azmi. Some of the questions that have come in, I've got so many well wishes. So first and foremost, thank you so much. I really didn't expect that our show was going to be that crazy. We planned it for something else, but it came out something else, which was good at the end of the day. And Elon's name. First question, why did we choose Ilon as Ilon? Papa, this is your department.
It's beautiful.
Does it have something to do with Elon Musk?
No. Nothing to do with that. I just like it. It's a beautiful name, and I wanted Isabel had Isidore.
Okay.
Iman has Elon. That's it. Simple as that. And that's Elon, and this is Elon. E to the learn.
But why did
Learn
you
it.
spell it
Just learn it.
Ilan?
Sorry?
Why didn't we just spell it Ilan? Now people are gonna
Itu Ailan lah. Hey, look, Hailan lah. Hey, yeah.
Dia yang pilih tau Ilon. Alright. I think there were some more questions that came in yesterday. So a lot of people were confused. How come I posted my picture when I was pregnant during Raya, and then suddenly during my life, wow, magic appeared. So what happened was, because of I'm a very positive person. It's just that, shit happens, and I've got my emergency file for things when shit happens. So who to call, numbers to call, who my insurance person is. I'm very morbid, but very practical in that sense. So when I did my pregnancy shoot, because I didn't have a proper shoot, because I was hiding my pregnancy so well, that I forgot to take an actual nice, decent picture of me pregnant, because that's possibly going to be my last time being pregnant, because I had plans to do tubal ligation, right? And that's when I decided, guys, you know what if I don't make it during this surgery? bagus kita ambil gambar Raya. So at least kau ada gambar mama kau sama adik kau pakai baju kurung Raya for the last time. So that's why we got that picture done, and we decided to do that announcement on Raya itself because we knew that we were going to commit ourselves to 3 live shows with YouTube as well as Google Malaysia. So we thought, why not? And might as well watch the live stream, and that's why there was a bit of a confusion, like, bukan kau announce kau pregnant? Now you got Ilon. Like, so he was born on Thursday. I came back on Saturday, and then Sunday was my live stream. Honestly, I really didn't know if I was gonna do the live stream or not, to be quite honest, because I was so penat naturally, and I can't move because I'm in stitches and everything. But yes, again, thank you so much for the wonderful support and wonderful love by everyone who's been following us. Yes. Any more questions do we have? All my boys snip when they were babies within the first week of birth. Okay, I think I'm gonna do that. We're gonna mention it. Dr. Razak is the best. I did all 3 of my sons. Yeah, the master specialist, right? Okay, we'll definitely look into that. But I don't know how it's gonna happen, if it's gonna be possible because of the MCO. I'll have to double check with that. Thank you for your wishes. I see a lot of more wishes here. Liana, we've covered the age. It's basically during infancy, preferably before they're able to roll around. So I think about 3 months maximum, and then after that you've missed the window. Tapi itu sajalah. Kalau kau mau buat dia punya circumcision at the infant age, you can only do it at the private hospital. You can go to the government hospital, and it's much cheaper for Malaysians, but it's only if you have a medical concern. So yeah. Neo, is this a baby boy? Yes, he's a baby boy. We only found out when we went into delivery, and then that's when I asked the doctor, is it a girl or a boy? Someone asked us if it was a girl, what would we have named her? Can I say it? Isla. And again, he gave the name. Isla would have been her name if the baby was a girl. And then I said, but isn't that pronounced Isla? I know it's spelled Isla. Ya Allah, kentut ke boy? What tau this boy? Kentut berak minum susu. That's his life. So yeah, it's Isla, but some people have a girl's name called Isla. It's called Isla, but yeah. But no, it's an Ilon, and it's spelled with an O. Are you from East Malaysia? I'm from Sabah. But yeah, I reside here now. My husband's orang PJ, but I think he's more Sabahan than I am. Selamat Hari Raya, everyone. Thank you so much. Again, lots of congratulations. I admire your work ethic. Congratulations again. Thank you so much. So there's a lot of congratulations. I was a little bit emotional. I didn't think that I'd get emotional towards the end of the show yesterday, who watched. But simply because when Azmi or Joe, as you all know him, sorry, Mama want to talk to people. That's Mama's job. I give you the other's boob, okay? When I commit to something, and that is a value that that's a value that was taught to me by my parents. Once you commit, you have to commit all the way. So when my husband said, you make the decision, at the end of the day, saya tidak mau kau menyesal. And I told him, but I want your support also. I don't want to bring this baby into the world when you don't really want the baby. And it's not that he didn't want the baby per se. He was just so worried for my health. For those of you who missed it, basically, on the last pregnancy with Isidore, my uterus lining was so thin that the doctors were concerned, and there was talks about me getting a tubal ligation or to ikat lah. But I said, no, it's okay. I'm gonna be careful. And we were careful, or so I thought. And then I found out I was pregnant, so there was that decision to proceed or not proceed. At the end of the day, cari lah bah, cari mama's nenen. Tu dia. So at the end of the day, he made me go with that decision, and he said, but you must go all the way lah. Decide sampai, you know how they have, if you are 35 weeks and above, you have to go through this series of tests, which include the Down syndrome test. So he said, we don't have to do it unless it has something to do with finding out your health, the mother's health. Other than that, let's just not do the test, because what's going to happen if you find out that your anak got Down syndrome genes, for instance? Then what are you going to do? You want to decide to abort then? So these were the decisions that we made time after time, and partially the reason why I kept my pregnancy a secret and under covers. I know someone was really mad at me because I did one IG story during the early part of the MCO, and you saw me and the kids traveling out. And what I didn't reveal at that point of time was that I actually went for a doctor appointment, and because we can't, things were so new, we didn't have a helper then. The girls, I didn't trust them enough to be able to look after their younger brother. So we brought all of them. They sent me to the clinic, to the doctor to get my appointment done. Then they went out. And because I didn't cook, so I had to... minum. My susu banyak ba, so it keeps on squirting on his face. Kasihan dia. So I didn't reveal that part where I went to the doctors, because of course I'm keeping it a quiet thing, right? So people like maki hamu, like, how can you bring your anak, during the MCO? And I'm like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have IG story that part, knowing that I was gonna not reveal the bit where I'm going to the doctor. But yes, they dropped me off, and then I went to the doctor's appointment. They picked me up. We didn't have food, so we had to just go and get some food from wherever we could, because when we checked the Grab, it was too early. It was too late to get dinner. So yeah, so those are some of the things that I want to explain now that it's out in the open. Wow, Restream says, congratulations, you received 100 messages today. I remember when I had C-sec, I was in agony the first week. You're right. Oh my God, this is my 4th cesarean. The first cesarean with Isabel was elective. Second one, I tried VBAC, which is vaginal birth after cesarean, but after 33 hours in labor with Iman Daniela, the baby was in distress, and then we went for an emergency. Then that's the reason why for Isidore we went straight for Caesar, and of course for the 4th one, Caesar a little bit early. There was concern about Ilon, I keep on saying Isidore, being premature, and that was our concern because of the lining of my uterus. And in fact, we wanted to wait until after Raya. So that's why I don't have a confinement lady, even if it was not the MCO, I don't have a confinement lady, because I had booked after Raya, thinking that it's gonna happen after Raya. My due date is actually in middle of June. So this baby is premature, slightly premature, because my uterus lining was very, very nipis. So what the doctor had to do was to cut across my scar and go a little bit higher, and I can remember, because I was doing my breathing exercises, right? I was doing my yoga breathing exercises just to calm myself down, and I remember the doctor saying, "Oh, I could see how thin the uterus is." See how thin. And then I remember him saying, oh, the adhesions, which is basically all the stuck lah, about organs and everything, right, are not too bad. I thought it was going to be worse. And he said, actually, you can go for one more. And I mean, no. You tie me up, doctor. You tie me up. All right.
Very interesting from Jelvin's families.
From who?
Jelvin's families. So basically they ask you, because she has already had 2 C-secs and wondering whether she should go for a 3rd one. I think maybe in our next episode or future episode we can bring in ONG and get their advice.
Maybe, yeah. Congratulations, welcome baby Ilon.
Wonder if we can get Navdeep, maybe we can call.
Let's see if we can get Dr. Navdeep. Dr. Navdeep is amazing. That is the reason why after 4 or 5 doctors that we consulted with, I chose Dr. Navdeep, and it was a blessing in disguise because he's with Thompson Hospital, Kota Kinabalu, which is quite near to our house. And at that time when we chose him, we didn't know this MCO was going to happen. We didn't know that we're going to not have a helper. So at least Azmi can just pulang balik to check on the kids. Yeah. So Jasmine says Muka Ilon is like Isidore when he was born. You're right. He's got a little bit of everyone actually. And thank you everyone for joining us. Tomorrow, apparently, I'm going to have a new co-host, and she's going to be co-producing the show with me. And we're talking about Iman Daniela, who has just started to be a YouTuber. So she wants to compile and produce the show for tomorrow. I have no idea what she plans. So I'm just going to go with the flow, and I'm going to put complete trust and faith in what she wants to do for tomorrow's show. So yes, we'll be live again on our third day of Raya. Raya bersama saya di rumah with Iman, Daniela, Aiking, Azmi, and we're going to be planning our shoot later on. So I will let you all know what she has in mind. Again, I'm going to put total faith in her. So let's just go and ride with it, right, Papa?
Yeah.
So sometimes you just have to have faith in these kids. It's just like how I had faith with them when I had to leave them alone for that few hours when Azmi was with me during delivery. Alright, well, yeah, a lot of people were surprised and shocked when they found out the news. Hi Daphne, I thought you were throwbacking. I did. The reason why I did a bit of throwbacks and everything was just to lead up to the pregnancy, and also because I was feeling a little bit sentimental. The fact that I shared a picture of my sister and I pregnant at the same time is because the last time we were pregnant together, and fast forward 4 years later, we're pregnant again, and our children, our sons, are about 18 days difference. 80 days, that's almost like 3 weeks. Are you done? Okay. Yeah, so yes, Iman Daniela is quite an amazing child. She's my mid-love. I love all my kids differently. They all have unique personalities, but Iman is quite something, I must say that. Right, so she's gonna be planning our show tomorrow. So please do log on and let's see what she comes up with. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I will be announcing some of any giveaways. I owe some people some posts. I owe some people some names. And those who have won any giveaways and have not contacted me, please contact me. I know Asnor, I'm supposed to get in touch with Shamin with regards to your gift. Just bear with me because I didn't know I was going to beranak so awal. So I'm going to make sure that all is done, okay? Because I wanted to say thank you again to all our regulars. And this is Ilon, for those of you who missed it. He's feeling a little bit yellow, and it's so strange because he's actually very, very tiny compared to Iman Daniela, who was the heaviest. She was about 4 kilos. He's about 2.85. Lots of hair, and we were so concerned, but his lungs were very strong when he came out. I'm trying to find a time to vlog the whole thing. My journey from start to end when we found out until the delivery, and that's going to be quite interesting. Alright, so thanks again guys. I'm going to be signing off now. I wanted to berusaha and pakai lipstick. I wore lipstick today. I wanted to wear like a nice baju kurung, but at the end of the day, I'm in my baju pantang, so check it out yo. Someone asked me, kau pakai sarung ka ito? Yeah, pakai sarung. Ni? Yeah, and a back support because it really hurts. Does anyone here know when can you wear a bengkong after Caesar? I'm trying to find out if anyone does know. Please answer, either comment on my YouTube or my Facebook page later on, okay? Alright guys, Titi Tata Tutu, I love you all. Thank you for watching. My name is Daphne Aiking. His name is Ilon Daniel Aiking Azmi, and we've got DJ Joe Labosi in the house signing off. We'll see you tomorrow with Iman Daniela as my co-host, signing out. Take care, goodbye, stay strong, and Selamat Hari Raya.
You just made my day.
You got talent. You got talent.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro.
She's a bad. She's a rope.
I like the way you sing.
I love you.
My God. You just made my day.
You make it.
You're the best man.